Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to go over the course syllabus for FYE 101. And the course syllabus is simply a document that your teacher will give to you typically on the first day of class that gives their contact information, explains what the course is about, gives you a layout of what you will have to do. It'll have an academic calendar and then Parkland resources as well. So up on Cobra, under the Content tab, and then click on Overview, that's where you can find our course syllabus. If you can print it off, you can download it underneath. It's a Word document, and then you can print it off from Word, or you can print it off from here. So let's look at it in a Word document. Now there will be a syllabus quiz over this. It is a very short quiz that you'll take on Cobra under the Quizzes tab. There are 10 questions. There's a few true and false, and the rest are just explaining the policy. So as we go through this, I am going to have highlighted in yellow the parts that you will need to know for that quiz. So this video will always be up, but make sure that you take good notes during this. And if I go through anything that you're still unsure of, please email me with questions or bring the questions to our Zoom meeting on Wednesday. All right, so this class is FYE 101, Strategies for College Success. This class is completed online, and we all will meet together Wednesday nights from 6 p.m. to 6:50 p.m. So for 50 minutes. So make sure that you schedule that into your weekly schedule. On this front page, I have contact information for myself. So my name is Tracy Dotson. You can call me Miss Dotson. Please don't call me Mrs. because I'm not married, or you can call me Tracy. And the preferred pronouns that I go by are she and her. And if you've never heard of preferred pronouns before, each of us deserves the respect of being addressed the way that we wish to be addressed. And so when you hear someone talk about their preferred pronouns, that's them telling you how they would like you to address them. So let's say you're talking to another student in class and you want to say, the teacher said something. You would use the pronoun she. So Miss Dotson or she said this. And so that's what preferred pronouns mean. So for our quiz, make sure you know my name. My office is in C230, but I'm at home this semester. But if you ever need to know, that's where my office is. Office hours will be online. So I'll be at my computer Tuesday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you have a question, you are guaranteed that I will be at my computer then, and I will email you right back. I'm going to be honest. This is the only class I have this semester, and I have the Outlook app on my phone. So pretty much anytime you email me, I will pretty much get right back to you unless I'm driving somewhere to get groceries, to pick someone up from work, or I'm making dinner. Okay? The other thing you need to know is that when you email me, you need to use your Parkland email account. We have privacy rights that we have to ensure that we are talking to who we're supposed to be talking to and not someone else. And so make sure that you use your Parkland email account. You can get to your Parkland email account if you sign into My Parkland. There'll be an envelope for your email, and then actually there's a link to Cobra as well right next to it. If you find that email is not working for you, you can simply email me your phone number. I can call you. We can talk on the phone. Or if you want to set up a one-on-one Zoom meeting, we can do that as well. So any of those methods will work. There is my email address. Also, please note for the quiz, up on Cobra, there's a messaging feature. It does not like to notify me when messages come in, so I don't use it. All right. So if you need to email me, use your Parkland email account and email me at this address. And then also, if you have a smartphone or a tablet or device, make sure you get the Outlook app for your phone. Then you can connect it to your Parkland email account. And so that's an important account that you need to double check constantly to make sure that you are getting all the important information from this class, from your other classes, and from the school as well. So the class information. So in this class, we're going to talk about what it means to succeed in college, and we're going to look at 3 different areas to help you with. So in your career development, whether you know what you want to go into or not, academic skills, helping you succeed in your classes, and then personal growth. And so here's a list of those things that we hope that you'll be able to do better with by the end of the semester. There is a required textbook for this class, Understanding Your College Experience. It's the 3rd edition. You will need to get this book for the class. You can get this book through the Parkland Bookstore website. You can order it online. You might be able to find used copies of the 3rd edition. You can rent the ebook of it. I know from Amazon, I think it's $35. It's a little cheaper to do the ebook and you're renting it. However, if you find that you're having a hard time, you're not able to buy the textbook, please let me know. The library does have copies and they can actually scan the pages for you and send it to you. So let me know if you need that information. I will get that to you. And then there's some things that you will need to know, other materials besides your textbook. And obviously you need to know this for the quiz. So make sure you get notebook paper. You get a folder to keep any of your papers in. You will need a binder for the textbook because the textbook actually for you guys is not a bound book. It comes loose leafed, wrapped in plastic, and it's 3-ring punched. Okay, so getting a binder will help keep it in order for you. Make sure you get something to write with, and I would always recommend highlighters and Post-its too if you want. Those are always good study materials to have. Again, make sure you've got some kind of computer access. This class will be completed online and we have our Zoom meetings. So if you need to, I know the library does let you borrow laptop computers. The library is open for you if you need to go there for a quiet space to work. They do have computers as well. But if you're having a hard time getting computer access this semester, please let me know as soon as possible and I will work with you to help you out. Make sure you get a USB drive. You'll probably have it for your entire college career. But you can save your work on laptops, but you definitely want to make sure that you save it in multiple places because computers crash very easily. So you can save it to your computer, send the file to yourself in an email, and then you have another way to save it there. I will actually do a Dropbox as well where you can save your work in that Dropbox on Cobra, so you'll have another place to save your work. Make sure you can access Cobra successfully if you haven't done so before. Here's information on how to do that. But again, if you can log into My Parkland, you'll get your email and Cobra access there. And then get a tool for planning. It's always good to make sure that we have some kind of calendar. So it might be a paper calendar. I mean, you can print off monthly, weekly, daily calendars from the computer, or you can go to the bookstore, buy yourself, or Walmart, buy yourself a paper calendar. You can use the calendar app on your phone. You can use the Outlook calendar, whatever you want to. Okay, so make sure that you have that. Here with withdrawal dates and procedures, we have a professional development day. There's no day or night classes. Our spring break is March 13th to the 21st. That Friday, March 19th, everything will be closed. Our midterm is March 26th. The last day for you guys to withdraw is April 30th. Our last day of classes is May 6th, and then there's final exams. So as far as policies go, first we have our attendance policy. And so in an online class, you have to show that you're attending class, okay? And midterm is the last time that I can withdraw students from class. And if I withdraw you at midterm, it's because you're not attending class. You have ceased to attend. So in order to be considered in attendance for the week, and clearly in the yellow, here you need to know this for the quiz, you are required to complete and submit one assignment per week, okay? If you don't turn in at least one assignment a week, it will be considered an absence. So you are absent for that week. And that doesn't matter if you attended the Zoom meeting or not. You have to turn in the work, okay? Just attending the Zoom meeting is not enough. You have to do one assignment a week, okay? But if you've missed 2 weeks or more of class without turning in any assignments, I will withdraw you at midterm, okay? So make sure that you're turning at least one assignment in a week. And we have little assignments like the weekly check-ins. Those are just a couple of questions that you can easily type up, okay? So if you're like, I can't get all the work done, make sure you get that one little thing done, okay? However, just because we've passed midterm doesn't mean that you can just lag off, okay? You still need to make sure that you're attending class, you're submitting the work. So if by the end of the semester, if you have 6 absences or more, you will fail the class, okay? and you are guaranteed an F failing grade then, okay? That's my policy, but in reality, you won't have the points to pass anyway, so that's just letting you know. All right, so make sure that you know what it means to attend the class. Being respectful to everyone policy. Make sure that you are respectful to everyone, whether it's based on race, ethnicity, gender, religion, anything like that. This is an environment where I want us to be open, where we can communicate with each other, ask questions, learn things from each other. Okay, but if you are not like that, if you are not appropriate in the responses you have during Zoom meetings, your responses in emails to myself or on discussion posts, if you choose to act in an inappropriate way, you will be stopped from submitting any homework assignments, and you and I will have to talk about this behavior. And if it does not improve, you will be kicked out of class and you will receive an F grade for the course. I'm going to stop the video here, and then I will finish up the rest of the syllabus in video number 2.